Okay, folks, this is going to be tri-tip roasts. I'm going to cook up two of these that we got from the Sam's Club over here. Those are two tri-tip roasts that were rubbed down real well with some of this Weber Kansas City style barbecue rub. Then I wrapped them up in some of that saran wrap there and put them inside this pan. I'm going to leave them inside this pan for about 4 or 5 hours. After 4 or 5 hours, I'm going to take them out to the gas barbecue grill and we are going to cook them up. They'll go about 15 minutes aside for 4 turns. After we get them cooked for about 45 minutes to an hour, we'll bring them off, let them rest for about another 30 minutes, and we should have some medium to medium rare tri-tip for dinner tonight. So it was really simple. Sam's Club had these things for just under $20 for the two of them, and then you take and make sure you use a liberal amount of that rub. Rub that stuff in real good. Get them all covered up to where you can't see the meat well, you don't see any bare flesh on them, and then you go ahead and cover them up with this saran wrap. Make sure it's a good tight seal, and then let them sit in the refrigerator for about 5 hours. And then I'll start up again and show you guys these going onto the grill later. Okay, folks, and to go with the tri-tips tonight, we're going to use this apple corer and these potatoes, and then we're going to core the potatoes using the apple core. It's a bit of work. You got to push on it real good, but what you got to save are these plugs. You want to have these when you get done. So you're going to go ahead and core all your potatoes. Make sure you got a nice big hole in the middle of them. And then we're going to stuff them with all kinds of fun stuff. We're going to put cheese in there, butter in there, garlic in there, fresh minced garlic. I'll throw some onion in mine and stuff. So they're going to be all kinds of different potato bombs that we're going to throw, and then we're going to take those and wrap them up in some of this right here. We got the foil already pulled for them, and then we're going to go ahead and stuff them, poke the cores back in to seal them up, wrap them, and then those are going to go on the grill about 30 minutes before we start cooking the tri-tip. Okay, folks, this is going to be one good dinner. Okay, folks, pepper bombs have been stuffed. The end result looks something like this. Oh, you can't see with the salt in the way. So, piece of potato stuffed in each end, and then it's got garlic and butter up inside there. We're going to take and wrap them up really tightly in some aluminum foil. And set that there. Last one I missed a little salt. I put a little salt on top of each one. And wrap it up. Make sure that salt's on the skin of the potato. Wrap them up. Take that last one and get it good and salt it up. Alright. And then, okay guys, my wife is allergic to milk. So, we got to get her something really buttery to make these potatoes good. What we have is Papa John's garlic stuff. If you guys ever ordered the pizza and you get that Papa John's stuff, it's got no butter in it whatsoever. So we've taken that and dropped it into a bowl. We've added up some of the chopped up garlic that I spent some time mincing, and then we go ahead and add a little black pepper. On top of that, I'm going to put in some of this cheese she's got. I've got to find it. It's this goat cheese with garlic. It's kind of spooky, but it'll go in the middle of her potato and make her potato really good. Alright, so the next time you see us, we'll be on the grill. You folks remember the Brinkmann grill that we got? It's that propane combination unit that's got a smoker built into the other side of it. Today we're going to show you how I use this as a barbecue as well as the propane side. We'll be cooking our tri-tips over here on the propane side to regulate temperature and make sure we cook this correctly there. And then on this side we're going to use some of these Sam's Club charcoal briquettes. I really like these. They're a very big briquette. And then we get them loaded into our little starter here. And about the only thing these phone books are good for anymore is using them for the starter paper in my barbecue starter. So that's going to go up inside here. We're going to roast our potato bombs inside there nice and slowly. We'll throw some vegetables in there too, and then we're going to have our tri-tips cooking over there. So this is going to be the beginning of a really wonderful dinner. YouTube and all the other places I'm going to post this. This is the going going on the grill part of this. As I showed you earlier, we've got these in a dry rub and they've been soaking, so you can see what happens when you do that. It gets all nice and juicy and covered in the dry rub. We've got our grill up to about 450 degrees. We're going to go ahead and sear these real quick, and then I'll drop it down a little bit, but not too much. We're going to barbecue these. We're not smoking them. So these two are going to go on there like that. That's going to close. We're going to leave that alone for about 10 minutes, and after we get that done, we'll come back and flip them, cook them for another 10 minutes on the sear side, and then we'll lower the temperature and let them cook for about an hour, flipping them twice. So thanks. I'll see you guys soon. Okay guys, I'm really pleased here. I want to point out something that I'm doing for the first time today. I've got the smoker part of the barbecue cooking up the potatoes. I have the smoking chamber part of this barbecue cooking up all the vegetables. And I have the barbecue side of this thing cooking the tri-tip steaks. So I have my entire Brinkmann working on dinner right now. I am really pleased about that. Okay folks, this is what happens when you go ahead and barbecue up. This is, I pulled them off, they got to 160 degrees internally, and I pulled them off so that I could go ahead and get them out so that they would sit there. So that's a juicy, great looking tri-tips.
Smells good.
Yep, those are the potatoes that were all wrapped, those potato bombs. That's Cindy's potato bomb because it has to be set. And these are the chopped zucchini that were spiced up differently. We got 2 different spices there, so that's going to be awesome. Justine's joining us for dinner, and Cindy's home from work. Let's smile for the camera. All right, and we're about to dig into this. Remember, when you cut it, you got to cut across the grain, so you'll be cutting like this across this one, and there's another one probably have a different grain, but you can kind of see where the grain's going. Cut across the grain. Make sure you let them sit for 30 minutes before you go cutting into them, and enjoy a dinner. I'll show you guys once I get them all on a plate. Bye. Okay, I lied. I actually cut into it. We ate it. It was awesome. I've got to tell you guys, follow my directions and cook them up. I still have one of these left, and I had to fight myself from actually eating it all right now. So, all right, you guys, have yourselves a wonderful night. Enjoy this. I hope this helped you, kind of figure out how you're going to cook it. This is Andy Man, the Answer Man, signing off. Wow, that was good.